Good morning. I am Stampin' Dee Dee, and this is not Stampin' Thursday, which is my normal time for my Facebook Live. It's Saturday, but I did want to get this Facebook Live in this week, and I am thrilled to be able to be here with you this morning, and I hope that some of you will be able to make it on here. So, today we're going to look at another way to use our designer series paper. And I'm always looking for ways to use up my paper. I don't know about you, but I have stashes of paper. And I'm a paper addict, and I have to confess to that. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to look at this sketch, and I saw this sample, the sample of this card online, somebody else's tutorial, and I can't remember now who it was, and I apologize for that. But they used this technique, and so from the technique, I made a sketch. And this is what I came up with. So you can see that this sketch uses 9 rectangles, and then the sentiment and any embellishments that you might want to add on it as well. So the rectangles are 1 5/8 by 1 1/4, and you cut 9 of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this sketch, and we're going to create, well, when I first saw the sketch, my thought was, I need some masculine cards, and I thought this would be a great way to create easy masculine cards. So this was the first one that I created. I used the Country Woods paper, and I cut my 9 squares, or they're not squares, they're rectangles actually, and just made a simple sentiment, and added some linen thread, and using the Unbounded Love dies, I cut my sentiment piece, and I cut in coordinating color, I cut out a couple of the leaves. So on this one, what I decided to do was use the same piece of designer series paper for these 3 sections, and then coordinate the others around these 3 sections. So you'll see that I did that. Let's see. I did that on this one. Here's another one that I did. Let me move that right up there. So I chose, actually I didn't do that on this one. This one I really meant to put here, but I had to rearrange them for a certain reason. So anyway, they're all sort of different on this one. And I added some sequins. I used the Spotlight on Nature die to get my sentiment piece. And some of the dies from Unbounded Love. And maybe from, no, not Spotlight on, it had to have been Unbounded Love. And maybe from Thoughtful Expressions. Anyway, and some Moody Mauve ribbon to finish off this card. I didn't do an inside. I did do an inside on this one. Happy birthday. May all your wishes come true. So there's that one. There's this one. This one, I dolled it up even a little more. I went more feminine even on this one. I used the sentiment die is the Unbounded Love. And I don't know if you can see it. Let me pick it up. I used some vellum pieces from some old paper pumpkin kits. So there's great ways to just create a little bit of a background. So I just stuck those in there, and then these other pieces are from the Unbounded Love. And on this one, I did do that same pattern, the 3 that are alike, and then I geared the other ones around them. So there's so many different ways that this sketch right here can be put to use. 3 samples, and the one we're going to make today is going to be even different. It's going to have different pattern paper, different background. So let's do that. So if you're watching this, let me know that you're there. Give me a shout out. If you're watching it on YouTube, I love the comments. And I go back on YouTube. If you've commented on my recent YouTubes, go back and look, because I answer all of the comments on YouTube, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you for watching and commenting, and or if you watch the replay on Facebook, I really appreciate it. So we're going to use, for our card base, we're going to use Melon Mambo. And your card base is just your typical card base. Your 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So that's why I didn't include the measurements for that. The papers that I'm going to use are from a paper set that we received, I think, as a reward for demonstrators, called Countryside Rose. And I love this paper. I love the colors, the pinks, the petal pink, and the melon mambo. So I picked this paper, and I've already cut my squares. I thought, well, I'll just make it easy and go ahead and cut my squares, or my rectangles. And these are the 3 that, and I'm going to do it on white, but these are the 3 that I'm going to do in the middle, the center. The white piece that I'm going to position these on is 4 by 5 1/4. No, yes, 4 by 5 1/4. So let me put that right here. Okay. And so I have found that you have to make sure that you cut your pieces the exact measurement, the 1 5/8 by 1 1/4, and that your base, this piece, is 4 by 5 1/4. And what happened on this card is somehow I grabbed a piece of white that was not completely 4 inches wide. It was, I think, 3 3/4. And I'd already started gluing these down when I realized that these bottom pieces were not going to fit. So I rearranged and cut the bottom pieces and made it fit, made it work. And yeah, nobody's going to notice the difference but me. But that's what happened here. So you may have to make adjustments like that. But these, I know, are cut exactly right. So I'm going to go ahead and arrange them. So I want my petal pink to be close to a piece that is petal pink, that has petal pink in it. And both of these do. So I'm gonna put this up here. Let's see. I'm gonna put this one right here, here, and here. So I think that's, oh, that one's not the right size. How did that happen? You see, it just, you get to cutting these pieces. So let me see what's on the back of this. Okay. I'm going to have to, so it's this one. Let me put my paper back. And grab this, and it's not, that side is not directional, so I'm not going to worry about the direction, but I need for it to be 1 5/8 by 1 1/4. So it looks like this one is 1 5/8, but the 1 1/4 I didn't get right for some reason. Let's see. Oh, Deanna. I didn't bear down quite enough. So I need to just make sure. There. So yeah, I didn't get it 1 1/4. So I don't know what happened with that, but we fixed it. We fixed it. Okay, so this is how I'm going to arrange these. So what I'm going to do is pull them off in the order that I'm putting them on, because I'm going to do these two. No, I'm not. I'm going to do my top row first. You could do it any way you wanted, but I'm going to do the top row first. So I'm going to grab my liquid glue so I can move them around. And I want to leave just the tiniest border. So I'm just putting a little on the back side and leaving a little border there. And then I'll do this one. Which is obviously the back side of that. Well, not exactly. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. All right, and I need to leave. Let me see. So you need to leave a little more space in between these two. And you know, that one is almost the same way. I think I got in a hurry cutting this paper, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go, because I don't think anybody is going to notice. All right, this one is going to go right here. And I'm going to come on down and get this one in. Good morning, Kay. Thank you for watching. I know you've got a lot going on with King recovering from his surgery. So thank you for being here. All right, and now this one is going to go right here. Yeah, the hardest part is cutting these, and you'd think that would be the easiest part, but obviously not. Okay, but you'll also notice that once you get them on, it all, and especially once you get your sentiment on, it all just kind of falls into place. It really does. And you know what? I'm going to cut a little bit off of this one. Let's see if that fits better. I'm going to cut a tiny bit more. And sometimes we have to do that. We have to make it work. There we go. That's going to be perfect. I see that my video is not caught up with what I'm doing. So there we go. All right, it is now. All right, there it is. Now you can't tell that they're not all the same width, right? So we're going to get this on. There we go. Now, I've picked one of the Unbounded Love, and my Unbounded Loves are a mess. They don't stay on, but these are the Unbounded Love dies. And they're just, you can go with the plain, you can go with the flowery or the scalloped. There's so many different ways, and I've done a video. I've done a video on Unbounded Love, so you can go look at that. But this is the one that we're going to use, and I'm going to die cut it first out of the Melon Mambo. So let me just do that. I didn't bring out my mini, and I could have done that, but let me do this real quick. So I've die cut it once from the Melon Mambo, and it gives me this, but I have to, there. I have to punch all of these little pieces out. That's what makes this die so pretty. Because it's so fragile looking once you get these out. There. Get them all off the back. One more off the back. There. Oops. Got that one. All right, we've got this piece cut. And I'm going to save this. This piece fits right in here. And I may use that another day. And then I'm going to cut one more time with Petal Pink. I'm going to cut the Petal Pink one. Let me get that. Okay, but really all I want from the Petal Pink is the center. So I'm going to hold on to this because it will really come in handy. And I'll poke all those out later. I'm not going to do that right now. And I'm going to put my sentiment on this. And I don't think I grabbed the sentiment. So let me, I'll just do a thanks. I don't know about you, but I'm always needing thank you cards. So I'm going to take this from Spotlight on Nature. And I'm going to do it in Memento, black Memento. And I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper and do it first. Make sure that it's even or straight. I need it to come down just a little bit. There we go. Oh, I'll have to put something there. You know, we're always having to fix it, right? But it's easy to do. So I'm going to add this. Maybe I'll add it up here. No. I think I'm going to add it here over the pink. And if I'd thought about that, I probably would have put that up here maybe, but next time I'll know and you'll know. So we're going to just get little dots along here. Little dots of blue. Normally I grab my little thing, but I had this out. All right, I think that's enough. And I'm going to put it right here so that we can see these pretty flowers on the banner, on the piece. And then this is going to go right here. It's going to fit in right there. And I'm going to have to put a gem or a jewel over my mark. So we get that in. It'll fit perfectly. And I'll find some kind of a gem to put over that. It looks like maybe, that's petal pink though. I really don't want it to be petal pink, but it won't show up. Let's see if I can find a melon mambo. I don't think I have a melon mambo in here. So, what's this? I think that'll work. That one right there. These are the 24, 26 in colors. But I think it'll work. That the Petunia Pop should work. Yep, it's gonna work. So I'm gonna put a big one right on top of that. I say I am. I really am. There it goes, right on top of that. And then I'll put a little one right up here. And another little one right over here. Right there. All right. We've hidden our mistake. And then I also have a piece of petal pink ribbon. So let's get our bow. I think our bow can go right on the bottom, but I'm going to bring it in a little bit. It'll go right there. Yep. All right. I'm going to cut my pieces off. And get my glue dots. Get my bow on there. Put the bow over the glue dot. Give it a push and it just comes right off. And I see that this one needs to be cut down a little more. And we're going to put this right here. There we go. There is our card following our sketch. I moved it, moved it around a little bit, which is sketches. That's what's wonderful about sketches is they can give us some inspiration for what to do, but you don't have to follow it exactly. There's no rule, no law that says you have to. All right, so that is our, I call it my 9 square, but it's not. It's a 9 rectangle card using our designer series paper. So you can see that we've done that there. Here's another one. Here's another one. And there's another one. So let's move this one over just a little bit. Get this one up here. This one right here and this one right here. All right, we have them all on here. And if you have any questions about that, then you can comment. You can go to my blog, which is stampinddspot.blogspot.com. And I'll have photos of the cards. I'll have the measurements again. But really the only measurement you need is the 1 5/8 by 1 1/4. And if you cut that exactly right, they should all fit perfectly. And if they don't, then you can trim it and make it work. So that's it in a nutshell. This isn't a long one, but thank you for giving up some of your time on a Saturday morning. Kay, thanks for being here. I appreciate that so much. And I will see you then for Stampin' Thursday this next Thursday. All right. God bless and take care.